250 pieces, sometimes single, sometimes looks. Anyway, during I did it, I felt this has to be the next collection, somehow the base of it. I didn't know how to do it, and then I thought, okay, I'm just gonna put them in a head, put the numbers in a head, and I picked 34, which is the years I've been together with Vivienne, and when I was doing that, I was hoping that there were a couple of things, but one suit, a corduroy suit, she wore constantly for over 20 years. I really hoped this was in the choice, and it was the first one. And I thought this is a good sign, a great sign.
Know yourself and get to know where you are going. Well, I've been to hell.
Then I took these pieces and I started to try them on again and started to rework them and change them. And some are quite like the originals, some have changed proportions or whatever. We enjoyed doing that very, very much. Sometimes, maybe you've noticed in the show, they are the same things, but I couldn't decide which fabric. There's, a sweatshirt thing or a Duchess. I didn't know which one is better. And I just put both in, or a golden lace dress. I didn't know which lace to choose. I thought, let's make them both. And in the end, they're good.
Kick it back now, never run away. Kick it back now, that's how it's gonna be. Kick it back now, if you believe it all.
It's the clothes we did together over the last 30-odd years, yes. That's the ones she always wore. Of course, there would be a pencil skirt instead of a mini skirt or things like this, or the proportions were slightly. But I actually, showed the clothes in the order I've picked them, truly. That's exactly as they were. I thought that's kind of good, then I can say that. And if they look funny together, that was the reason.
Kick it back now, never run away. Kick it back now, that's how it's gonna be.
A few years ago you told us that you love Paris because it's a romantic city and there is a romantic soul in your collection. Is this still true?
I think so. I mean, I feel like it's something... I honor her for this. She was in my mind. That's how I would put it. I thought always, any time we made something together, I always went to her and asked, do you like it, or shall we change it, do it different? I had this voice in me, and I just wanted to do something she loved and she would wear, and that's what I was up to. And I actually, by the way, quite like clothes which are quite subdued, a bit quiet. I think it's nice to do. It's nice to have. I think it suits the world we live in, rather.
When you're lying here right next to me.
Yeah, I used a lot of cut-offs, rests. It's all made of. I did another collection, actually, and a few pieces of the collection, my collection, are in it. I'm a bit mixed in it, some a jean or something or whatever. But the core is really, 99% is her clothes.
Don't know if I say it enough. There's no place I'd rather be.
I heard his music, and I didn't want the big music. I thought this was a bit, like sound and too much bumpy and stuff. She hated it anyway. And I think it suits where I'm at and what the collection should transport. And he is such a brilliant, he's from New York, a super drummer. I heard... Yeah, I've forgotten it now. Yeah, please find out, because he's really quite a genius. He's quite well known actually as well. Anyway, and we called him and he was immediately into it. So that's what happened. It's beautiful. Not too behind, so it's all, there's enough light in between.
Got it.
Last night was your dream. Last night was everything.
few words about the brides, the two brides, Cora and Irina, closing the show with the brother.
They are infantinas, you know, from Velázquez, inspired by Velázquez. Which are paintings. Most of these children paintings hang in Vienna. You know, Velázquez is a genius. They used to be our favorite paintings, and every time we were in Vienna, we went and visited them. So. One of the dresses she actually wore, but it was floor length, and it was in shocking pink moire. Once she did for an opera, you know, we went to the opera in, God knows, Salzburg, I think. And they you know, some of the clothes she didn't wear too often, like such a thing, you know. But they kind of slept at home, you know, really. And with taking all these things, as of course you remember, you know, it's a kind of process. Anyway.
What's your feeling now, Andrea?
I'm happy again that it is over, and I think, and you know, and a very important thing is that I've never done such a small show. Normally, you know, the number of looks is quite, I used to do a lot, you know. And it's a new thing for me, this kind of, because I do always a lot and then I like to take away. This is me. Vivienne was the opposite. She just built it up till it was there. I need to throw everything around and then I reduce. I never have time to reduce. I run out of time. But it didn't, in this case, and it is a super experience, yes. Focused, and I loved the cast, I just love it, and to find the right look for each one, you know. It's just, this is the biggest pleasure, actually. It's dressing up, it's like a doll, you know, dressing up dolls, it's a bit like that. I had dolls when I was little.
It's been a great pleasure for us to see you in this very beautiful mood, a great collection. Thank you, Andrea.
Thank you so much. You look great.
To the